Hey guys, welcome to a micro adventure vlog, we'll call it. I'm at the headwaters of Rock Run, and this is usually always dry, but we've had rain the last 3 days, so you see there's some water in it. I've got the kayak and I want to take this as far as I possibly can and see. You know, I probably won't be able to launch right here, maybe go down another half mile or so, because it's not really running right now, but let's do that and see where it takes us and what kind of fun we can have. I think ideally to get through this, you'd do it during heavy rain, but there's probably going to be some low clearance, and I figure I'll scope it out first while it's just running with enough water to get through. Maybe we'll tag it in the future when it's heavier rains. Driving along it right now, and it looks somewhat, yes, we'll give it a go here. I mean, what's the worst that happens? We got to walk back a little bit. Even got a waterfall. I guess we'll start upstream from that and paddle through. Oh, we're gonna be bottoming out a lot, I can see. Okay. You see, during heavy rains, this is ripping, and I mean, even this bridge would be super sketch if it was another foot higher. You can see the water level was higher the other day, though. I started map my ride, so we'll be able to see how far we go, and we're off. I didn't bring my chesty. Just gonna kind of show you guys the highlights as we go through. There'll be lots of sections I end up having to walk, like probably right here. Get some shallow. Yep, yep, there it is. This will be just getting deeper as we go, hopefully, because we got extra storm water. It's still draining, coming in. Oh man, come on. Okay. It's like an ab workout. I have to keep going like this. Oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun. This guy's got it made, dumps all his yard waste right into the creek. All right, well, again, it'll get deeper as we go. I'm not worried. Let's get some thorns. It's a good thing I didn't come when this was raging, because that would have been, I mean, this whole thing would have been very treacherous. But look how high the water gets, all the way up on here. Oh, another little dam. Just wait till the next branch meets up with it, hopefully. There we go. So we gotta walk through some of it, but I have confidence this will get deeper at some point. I see why it's called Rock Run now. This has turned into walking my kayak down the run. Boy, am I getting a nice workout today. I had to take the beanie off because I'm getting warm. These kids are like, "Mommy, there's a weird crazy guy walking through the backyard with a kayak." Because I'm walking right through these people's yards. But look at this, we finally got an area to kayak through. I knew it was the right move to drag the kayak along with. This is what it's all about. I think this is the lowest pass yet, and you can see it, the water was about a foot higher. That's probably the max. I mean, that would be extremely dangerous to come through this. It's so funny how we're just going to all these neighborhoods. But this does eventually go into the woods and a more private area. And look at here, we reached the first fork. Got some other water coming in. It gets much deeper. All good signs. Finally get into the kind of a forested area. It's cool. I haven't glanced at the map at all. I don't even know how far along I am. I don't see any markings that I recognize. I'm noticing every time I get a nice deep section, paddling through, there's always a dam afterwards. So that makes sense. Like either it's a rocks across it, real shallow, or an obstruction. See, like this has been an amazing section, but I can see there's kind of dam up here, which is no big deal. This is working out good. Yeah, pumping station here, probably for agriculture water. This is the first bridge I can actually paddle under completely without stopping. I must have gotten out of this kayak in and out of it at least 130 times by now. Well, we've hit another bridge, but I'm not sure what's up with this one because I don't see an end. Just kind of wraps around a bend. I guess we'll go for it. It's nice and calm. Oh, there's an end all the way over there. Or maybe not an end, I'm not sure. Let's just go through here nice and slow. Gotta get light. Here we go. That's looking back where we just came in around the bend. Let's keep going. Kind of creepy under here. Looks like we're coming up on an exit. I mean, if you came in high water, this exit beam is way lower. So you'd almost get like trapped in here. But there'd be enough breathing room. That was pretty cool. Bridge could probably use a little maintenance. So that whole thing's a road through a tunnel with train tracks on top, built 1917. And I've decided to call it quits on this excursion for the day since the sun's out. Figure get Uber on out of here and maybe do a little motorcycle ride if the weather holds up. But we did, let's see, 2.26 miles. Took us an hour and 47 minutes. And we're not too far from where Martin's Creek dumps into this. Though I guess toward the end of this video, I will try and find you guys shots of where this ends up. But it doesn't really ever get any deeper. And coming down this during high water would just be crazy with all the obstacles. Do have to hike up into the woods though and get toward the road. And I will say, you know, winter or early spring is really the only time you could do this run. I just did the rock run because, well, it would just be so much more overgrown any other time of year. Tons of poison ivy, ticks, and mosquitoes, which I'm at that borderline, I would call it. A little tight coming through here, almost to the road. Whew, looking back, would even know there's a run there. Luckily the kayak's green, so it blends in. I'll just leave this 4x4 right here, and boom, we are on the road. Now there's the train tracks that I went under in the tunnel, and I'm back where the journey started. And just a note, in case we ever do this again, that bottom brick, the water's about an inch and a half lower than that, and you see maybe about a foot beneath that little outlet, and this outlet is about an inch from the water. That one's actually flowing water too. So if I ever come and it's a foot higher, maybe we give it another go and be more fun. The sun's almost gone, so instead of riding today, we're gonna chase this creek till the end. This is about 2.5 more miles down, and see, it does start getting deeper, but still you're gonna hit a lot of rocks as you're kayaking. A few more miles down, it enters these pipes right here, and let's check it out because it actually looks like it crosses the canal at some point. Those dump out, and then look at that, it just ends. So there must be another pipe underneath the canal. Let's get over here and check it out because I know it doesn't join with the canal, but yeah, look at that. there's definitely a pipe under there, and it makes its way underneath of the canal right here. Comes out on the other side. Kind of a scary place. Imagine during a storm what this looks like. This is basically a big whirlpool going underneath the canal. Kind of sketchy. Imagine diving down there and checking it out. I mean, even these ones are a little bit scary. You could swim down into there. Like, look, here's a little whirlpool going. Whoop. Let's send this piece of foam in. There it goes. It disappeared, and it will end up on the other side. All right, let's continue on. Another few miles downstream, and we are at the end of what we started at Rock Run. It's now Martin's Creek. Landfill's right behind it, and it dumps into the Delaware River about 100 feet over there on private property. So yeah, pretty neat. That was kind of fun because we started where there was just a trickle, and this is where all that water comes. And I had fun, although we weren't able to kayak the whole thing. It was still a good time. Geez, I guess I'll go the extra couple 100 feet. Here it is. Yep, that's it.